Hi everyone. In today's lecture, we will discuss about arithmetic operators in Java, right? So, these operators are basically useful to perform simple mathematical calculations like addition of two numbers, subtraction of two numbers or multiplication of two numbers, division of two numbers, right? So these operators are basically useful to perform simple mathematical calculations. In Java, we have the following arithmetic operators like addition, then subtraction, then multiplication, division, modulo or remainder operator. So you know everything, right? Addition operator, what it will do, addition of two numbers. Subtraction means subtraction of two numbers. Then multiplication of two number, division of two number. And what is modulo or remainder operator? Divides two number and then return the remainder. What it will return? See, modulo operator. I have here 10. Okay, 10 modulo this percentage sign, right? Then 3. So tell me, when you divide 10 by 3, what will be the remainder? 1, right? So in this case, you will get 1 as the output. It will return what? Remainder. Remainder. I hope this thing is clear to you. So this 5 we will cover. Fine. So let's move ahead. So when we apply arithmetic operators between two variables a and b, then the result data type is what? You have to follow this formula. The result data type is what? Max of type of A, type of B, comma int. For example, let me show you. We will cover this by the help of examples. Before that, you might be aware about this, right? That byte, then short, int, long, float, double. Double is what? Higher data type, and byte is what? Lower data type. We have already covered this thing in detail. Byte, 1 byte, right? This is what? 2 byte. Char is what? 2 byte. Int is what? 4 byte, right? 4 byte. Long is long is 8 byte. Then float is what? 4 byte. Then double is what? 8 byte. We have already covered this, right? So just remember this point. So for example, I have two variables. Byte a is equal to 10 and byte b is equal to 20. Now what I want addition of this two, a plus b, and I want to print on the console. So what is the return type of this a plus b? Tell me. This formula you have to apply, max of, right? So see, max of, what is the type of a? Means type of a, data type is what? Byte. So byte. Then type of b is what? Byte, and then int. Now tell me, which data type is higher bit data type between this byte and int? See here, see, byte is here 1 byte and int is what? 4 bytes. So int is higher, so the return type is what? Int. So you have to write like this: a plus b is equal, a plus b will return what? Int type of value, that is int result. And then you have to print this result using system.out.println method. So println and then result, and you will get what? 30 as the output. Is it clear? So 30, 10 plus 20 is what? 30. If you want to see this, let me show you this example. Fine. But you might be thinking, okay, a is 10 and 10 and it is of byte type, b is also byte type, so why can't I take this byte result? Byte result is equal to a plus b. Why I should take this int result is equal to a plus b? I don't believe on this formula. Can you show me practically how it is? What is the problem with this byte? Okay, let me show you. Open the notepad, write up to this. Okay, first write up to this, pause the video, write up to this. These are the basics. Now byte a is equal to 10, then I have byte b is equal to 20. Then what I want? A plus b. What you have asked? Why you are not storing the result in byte? Because both the variables are of byte type, so you should store the result in byte, right? I'm trying to store the result in byte, and I'm trying to print this system.out.println, right? Then a result. I'm trying to print the result. Okay, so save it. Save with the class name operators.java and enter. So this file got saved at which location? Go to that location. It is present in my case at this location. See operators. So at this location I have to open command prompt cmd. Now I have to compile this. So compile command is what? Java C. What is the file name? Operators. Operators dot java. Fine. Hit enter. See, you got what? Error. Possible lossy conversion from int to byte means this compiler is also following the same rule. Which rule? This max of rule. That is the reason you should take int as the return type. Now let me change this to and int and let me run the program once again. Compile the program once again. I compiled and see it compiled fine. Now run it. Operators. It ran fine. 30 is the output. Is it clear now? So you should follow this rule. You have to follow this max rule. Remember this point. Now the next example. So in this case, what is this? I have taken one variable int a is equal to 98 and the second variable is of float type. Float type is equal to 0.98f. Fine. Now what is the formula? See, max of int means type of a is int, type of second variable is what? Float here. Second variable is what? F here. So second variable type is what? Float. So int comma float comma int. Now you should also know in the last slide I show you this thing. See, this thing you have to remember, this picture. Okay, so float comes here. So float is what? Float is what? Higher data type than int. So what will come here? Float. Max of this is what? Float. So the resultant should be what? Float. So when you will do a plus b, so the return type should be what? Of float type. Float here. So here the result is of float type. I'm trying to print this result here. Is it fine? And what you will get? 98.98. You can try this in the same program. You can run this also. Fine. Now let's see the next concept. So these are some possible combinations by the help of this max formula. You can check. Okay, these are some possible combination. If type of a is equal to byte and type of b is equal to byte, then the result will be int. If both the types are what? Short, then also int. If one type is a byte and another one is short, then also int. Like this I have mentioned few combinations, but you should always remember this formula. That is more than enough to figure out the return type. Is it clear? In the arithmetic operators case. Fine. Now let's see the next. So here I have taken one example in which I have shown every operators like addition operator, subtraction operator, multiplication operator, division operator and modulo operator. So I don't want to waste your time. Just go to this what means in your Eclipse ID, then go to the file, then new and then Java project, and name of the project you can give operators, and just finish it up and click here in the src, right click, new, create a package called com.naveen, hit enter. In the com.naveen, create one class that is what? Arith arithmetic operators arithmetic operators class, which should have public static void main. Okay, then finish it up. And I don't want to waste time by typing this. So what I have already copied this in this notepad. I'm just picking it up copying this and going to the Eclipse ID, paste it here and use Control Shift F. It will format this. Now save it. See what I'm doing simply. I'm declaring two variables first. Int type of variables. Int a is equal to 15. Int b is equal to 4. So in this step, I'm performing the addition of two numbers a plus b. Simple. Here in this step, I'm performing subtraction a minus b. Here at line number 17, I'm performing multiplication, that is a into b. This sign is what? Asterisk sign in the keyboard. Use that asterisk sign. Okay. Then at line number 20, I'm performing division operator. Right? This is what? Division result. And at line number 23, I'm performing modulo operator. A modulo operation. Right? Now right click, run as Java application. See the result? The result came. Everything is correct, right? See, variable a is 15 and b is 4. Now see the addition case. The result is what? 19. Why? See, a is equal to 15 and b is equal to 4. So 15 plus 4 is equal to 19. In the subtraction case, what will be the result? 15 minus 4, that is 11. In the multiplication case, 15 into 4, that is 60. In the division case, 15 divided by 4. What is 15 divided by 4? Tell me. 15 divided by 4 is what? Let me show you. Let me show you this case. Hold on. Go here. Now, see. This is what 15. This is what 4. Both are of int type. Both are of what type? Int type. So, max formula. Int, comma, int, comma, int. So, the result should be of int type, right? So 15 divided by 4. If I divide 15 by 4, what will come? See, 15, then 4. 4 3 is a 12. Remainder is what? 3. Remainder is 3. So this 3 will come in your result. Why? Because if you will do more operation, you have to take one dot and you have to do something, right? Like this. But as the return type is int type, it will ignore this part. So you will get only 3 in the result. That is the reason here you are getting what? The result, the division result as 3. Fine. And in the modulo case also, the remainder is 3. Why? See, just now we have covered, na? Just now we have covered here that the remainder is what here? 3. This is the 3. That is the reason in this case, modulo operator case, system.out.println, the result is what? 3, because the remainder is what? 3. So this is all about arithmetic operators. We will cover some exception cases later on. So thanks for your valuable time. Please subscribe our YouTube channel to get further updates.